Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. It's Scribs, and today we are going to be talking about the Sonarpen 2. And I'm also here to do a giveaway. Before we get into the details of the giveaway, please let me review the product for you and talk to you about what I'm drawing today. If I'm honest, I love to try new products, and I think I found this one on an Instagram ad. I'm not always very swayed by ads to actually buy the things, but I do keep a list of them. However, when I saw this one, I was completely interested for a few reasons. One, the tip. The tip of the pen is very similar to a tip that you might use on a pen display or any tablet that isn't an iPad. And one thing that I've heard a lot of people say, and I can relate to myself, is that the difference between using the pen for the iPad and the pen for the stylus for the rest of the devices is a real difference that you can feel, mainly because the tip of the pen will bounce with the pressure on any other stylus except for an Apple Pencil. And weirdly enough, that was all that I had been looking for. Something that replicated the stylus pens that I use on my own pen display tablet. And ta-da, here it is in the Sonarpen. Now, I got the second one. I didn't know there was a first edition, but when I got the ad, it showed me the second one, and I bought it myself with my own money. So this review is not sponsored at all, and the giveaway is just something I reached out to them about because I believe that people would really like this, and it really isn't even that expensive. The price point compared to an Apple Pencil is incredible. The Sonarpen is only $45 without shipping and everything, and that compared to the Apple Pencil, which is $99, or the Apple Pencil 2, which is $129, wow, right? Just about half price. As you can see in the speed paints, I'm working in IBIS paint with this pen, and I really loved it. It allowed me to test out a bunch of brushes that I really loved in IBIS paint, and I've really had such a fun time. The thing about IBIS paint that I don't like, however, is that I don't have the control of my pen that I do in Procreate. So while working in Procreate with this pen, I do not have pen pressure, but I do have that stabilization that I desire. So I'm going to show you working in Procreate as well, which I actually really love the challenge of working with no pen pressure. I have been using this stylus for about a month, and it's completely really fun. I just really adore it. I don't know how to explain it. And I want to give you guys all a chance to use it too. So here is how to enter the giveaway. Firstly, you must be following me here on YouTube, and second, you must go follow Sonarpen over on their Instagram account, okay? And that's all you have to do to enter. I will be picking a winner in 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks, so there is time to enter. After 2 weeks, I will select the winner and I will announce it here on YouTube in my community tabs, which is why it's important to be subscribed and have your notifications on. That way you will know if you are chosen. Then I will give your name to the company and they will send the product to you, okay? So that is it. That's all you have to do to enter. Also comment, okay? That's important as well. When you receive the Sonarpen 2, it is very simple to connect. It comes with instructions, but I'm also going to give you a tutorial just in case. I ended up tripping myself up a little bit just because I was actually a little bit confused at how simple it was. Like the instructions say, in order to connect your Sonarpen, you are going to want to disconnect your Apple Pencil. So if you have an Apple Pencil, disconnect it. Then I plugged it in. I was a little confused and scared that it wasn't going to work. And I think even when I went into Procreate, it wasn't working. But I hadn't configured the settings yet. One, there's going to be something that pops up on your screen when you go in IBIS Paint so that you can connect the stylus. Then, in available styluses, it will be in the drop-down menu. When you hit settings and then you go to supported styluses, there's a little drop-down menu, and then you will see Sonarpen. That way, you know it works. Then, when I went back into Procreate, it was working just fine. Anyway, it's literally that simple. I wish I could show you the pop-up that came on my screen, and it's the same thing that they say in the instructions. However, it doesn't happen every single time you connect your pencil. It only happens that first time. So after that, I said pencil, I meant Sonarpen. So it doesn't happen every time you connect your Sonarpen. After that, you do want to repeat the steps of disconnecting your Apple Pencil and then just plugging in your Sonarpen in order for it to work. If you do not disconnect your Apple Pencil, your iPad will not be able to detect that you want to use your Sonarpen. So that's it. Anyway, I was really nervous about reaching out to do this, but I am having a great time. I really love this product, and I wouldn't want to just sell or like promote anything random because there's no point in that, especially since I'm doing this of my own volition. So now let's talk about the piece. I've been wanting to draw things that I love for a long time, and I've been really putting it off because I've had such a strange relationship with art from September of last year, weirdly enough, and it's gone on for quite some time. I think I had something similar happen before with my music, but I think because I had a sense of purpose in a lot of other things, it felt not as drastic. However, I'm really meant to be an artist. I feel that deeply in my soul, so I hated having this disconnect, and I decided what better way to reconnect with my art than just drawing something I really love. So I decided to draw Claudia from Interview with the Vampire. Interview with the Vampire on AMC is one of my favorite book-to-TV series adaptations. I never watched the movie with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, and I don't want to. I simply am just not as interested in it as I am the TV show. I think the TV show is incredible, and I really love Claudia, and she's the only person that I've drawn from the cast that I've been able to get down, both Bailey Bass and Delaney Hayes. So I decided to draw Claudia. Roller skating, because I also really love roller skating. I'm super excited for the summer because one of my favorite ways to move a lot and just like in general, it's so fun and freeing, is roller skating. I grew up roller skating because there's a roller rink right like a few blocks away from my house, and I've always lived in pretty close proximity to this roller rink, so I used to go there from when I was little to like my whole adulthood. And recently, like maybe a few summers ago, probably 2020-ish, during the pandemic, me and my siblings, because we all grew up roller skating, we bought roller skates, and now I just skate outside and it's so fun, and I'm learning how to skate backwards. It would really be fun. I was even thinking about this. It would be fun to be a part of a roller derby. I think like I'm a little too scared of getting hit, so I've been a little bit more reluctant about doing it, but it seems like such a good time. I really do like just adore being out there and being free and having the wind blow past my face on a hot summer day, and it really just invigorates me. I don't know. It's similar to drawing. So I decided to draw Claudia doing that. There's an artist on Twitter that I love who was talking about like a sports alternate universe with the characters from Interview with the Vampire, and it was pretty cool to see. Artists like this help inspire me to keep going and keep drawing what I really want to draw, even though I feel quite reluctant and scared to just draw what I want to draw. I'm always stuck in that phase of I need to prepare myself over and over. I think to myself, I need to prepare myself to do this, so I must draw Claudia over and over and practice her to get her perfect, and then draw her in full body poses, and then I'll no, I just have to do it. I just have to go and pursue the thing that I want to pursue, because if I get stuck in that phase forever, I will never be able to draw what I love. And I've been having such a great time not worried about pen pressure that I've just been able to draw. Honestly, I really missed having this life and excitement for art, and I'm glad that I made this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you are able to join the giveaway if you want to, and I'm rooting for you all to. I wish you could all win and I could just send out a bunch of pens to everybody. Unfortunately, I'm not made of that type of money, but if I was, there would be more than one giveaway winner. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and remember the rules. I will flash them again on the screen. Thank you. Bye.